Wow. And I thought Shinji from Fate Stay Night was an asshole. I take that back. The principal from Assassination Classroom is like the biggest asshole. Not in anime, because I'm pretty sure, in my personal opinion, that spot belongs to QB from Madoka Magica. But I'll put the principal from Assassination Classroom high up there. Anyway, what is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my review for Assassination Classroom Episode 6, known as Test Time. And I do apologize yet again for this review being late. Like I said, I had other commitments I had to commit to. Anyway, right off the bat, I have to say I enjoyed this episode a lot. We got great character development from Koro-sensei and from the principal of the school. And we also see like little character developments within all of the students of Class E. And if there's anything I truly enjoy about Assassination Classroom, is definitely Koro-sensei. Not only because is he a weird device character thing that for purposes he's really weird, but like thing is he's really cool at the same time. Because you see, especially in this episode, that Koro-sensei and the students of Class 3E have a dual relationship. The first relationship, speak Nathan, can you? The first relationship being student and teacher, and the other relationship being target and assassin. And it's really cool to see that, because you see some of the ideology of some of the students of Class 3E saying that like, oh, it doesn't really, our education doesn't really matter, because as long as we kill you, we get 10 billion yen and we can just live off of that. And this gets Koro-sensei kind of mad because like the way that Class 3E is being treated by the main campus and like the principal gives them like, if it makes like Class 3E not feel as important as like the other students. And the thing about Koro-sensei is that he respects his student. He wanted to teach these kids, and he does so by moving at like Mach 20, like making like himself individuals to like teach each student with the subject they need to be taught in, because they suck at it. Oh, and this shout out to Naruto, that made me laugh a lot. And it's really funny because Naruto and Assassination Classroom are both published by the same company known as Shonen Jump, so I just thought it was pretty neat that they threw in that in there. Anyway, Class 3E takes their midterms, and at first they do okay, and like they get the problems, at least some of them, and they can do it, but then they hit like a certain speed bump, I guess you can use that analogy, and you see that Koro-sensei, the way he teaches, it's like he lends out his tentacle. That sounds really creepy. And he helps the students by telling the students to break down the problem and essentially accomplish it like an assassin. And going back to Koro-sensei's teaching method, he's like during the field he was asking Kurosuma and Irina about like assassination tips and all that, like saying, "Hey Irina, you always have a plan B, right? Just in case something doesn't end up like it should be." And like same thing with Kurosuma. He's like, even though the first strike is important, doesn't the second strike of the knife also count? And then he applies this to the student and say, "Hey, look, what if you don't assassinate me? What are you going to be left with? Just this mediocre education system that the principal has like put onto the school? No, you guys are better. You guys are worth something. Just because you're in Class 3E, that doesn't mean you're crap. That doesn't mean that you are like the worst of the worst, because to be honest, you're not. You have more potential than most of those students in the main campus." Anyway, all the students of Class 3E, they have to go to the main campus and take their exams there, so they're kind of like off game. But like they take their exam, and then they're all on the last question, and the last question is like a curveball, like not knowing like anything that's relevant to like the test in general. And this screws them over, and it sucks, because then that makes them like pretty much all not be within the top 50, because Koro-sensei said that if all of them are within the top 50, he'll continue teaching, but if they're not, he's gonna leave. Now, why throw a curveball? Why would the teachers do that to Class 3E? Well, one, because they're assholes. Two, because they're still assholes. And three, it's because of the worker and principal that the principal with an A, I believe, has put onto the school. Now the principal explains this to Koro-sensei, and like at the beginning of the episode, saying pretty much have 95% of students succeed within life, and we'll have the 5% just like stay down, be laughed at, be like freaking just like bullied into like a corner, and just making sure that they fail no matter what. It's pretty much like this: 95% of students or people succeed in life, and the other 5% are mocked at, laughed at, and are set up to fail. And thing is, ethnically, whether it's right or wrong to do this, it's horrible. Why would you discriminate a certain group of people, and like this not a certain group of people, a certain class, like, and straight up just humiliate them and just have them like set up for failure, even though they have so much potential? It's wrong. It's just plain out wrong. But thing is, logically, it's not a bad idea, and I hate myself for saying that, because like, it's not a bad idea. But thing is, as human beings, that we morally stand on ethical things rather than logic, because most of the time people say, well, more or less, we think without thinking. Pretty much, we act on our emotions rather than think things through sometimes. And thing is, ethnically, like I said, it's wrong, so it should be wrong. Hopefully that made sense. If not, you can just look up the worker ant principle. Anyway, most of the students, like a good percentage of them, like a good majority of the students of Class 3E, they don't make it within the top 50 like Koro-sensei wanted, except one. Karma does. That psycho son of a gun, he made it. He's actually 4th place. And like, thing is, you see that he can move up if he wants to, but he chooses not to because trying to kill Koro-sensei is more fun. And thing is, I feel like the animators glossed over this because I don't know why, but like not Koro-sensei, but Karma, he was suspended and he was just thrown into Class 3E. Like, if he wasn't suspended, Karma would probably be within like Class A or B at this point. Anyway, after seeing the majority of the students, Koro-sensei is depressed. He pretty much blames himself because he should have saw this coming from the main campus. So now he's gonna make sure that the students of Class 3 are gonna pass those final exams, and he's gonna go Mach 20 and just make sure they know everything that they need to know. My grade for that, so I'm gonna give it A. Like I said, we got great character development from Koro-sensei. We saw him get mad at the principal, not in front of his face, but like now Koro-sensei understands the logic that the principal is using and what the teachers of the main campus are going to do. We also get character development from the principal. I don't know if he's a reoccurring character or anything, but it seems like he would be. And you see that he's an asshole pretty much. He's just a plain old asshole. And lastly, we're setting up for, I don't know if the end of Assassination Classroom, because Assassination Classroom is only 22 episodes. I don't know if they're going to get to the final exams at the end, so maybe we might not or might not see it. But like I said, this series is published by Shonen Jump, so I'm assuming it might be picked up for a 2nd season. Anyway, like I was saying, they're setting up for a new plot line that might or might not be seen by the end. Anyway, my question to you guys is, what do you guys think of the worker ant principle? Do you like it? Do you think it's right to discriminate a certain class of students, or do you think it's morally wrong like I think it is? Anyway, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my review. Don't forget to leave a like if you think the video deserves it. Subscribe to my channel if I entertained your faces for a little bit. Anyway, I'll see you guys all later for either, I don't know, Zero, Logarithm, Durara, whatever comes first. Anyway, until then, bye.